Hopefully to go into Shabbos. It says in Parachat Pasuk Yatet that Nes Halivim Nosnim La'aron Levanav Mitoch Bnei Yisrael La'avodas Avodas Bnei Yisrael Bo Amoed L'Chaper Al Bnei Yisrael V'Lo Yeh B'Bnei Yisrael Negev B'Geshet Bnei Yisrael El HaKodesh. So the question that should come to everyone's mind is, why does it say the word Bnei Yisrael 5 times, right? This is not something normally that we see in the Pasuk. And Rashi and other commentators pick up on this idea. And Rashi says that simply that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is trying to show us that He loves us, right? And He's saying it 5 times as we're talking about the service of the temple and what we're going to be doing. And specifically, as we know, this week's parsha is talking about the menorah and the other different works that the Levim and the Kohanim are going to be doing. But Drash Moshe Feinstein says something different. He says that when speaking about the pasuk that said Bnei Yisrael's name 5 times, it's saying that there's something about the relationship between the Levim and the rest of Bnei Yisrael. And he says that the reason that we say Bnei Yisrael's name 5 times is to show that all of Bnei Yisrael was supposed to be what the Levim are, right? It was supposed to be the Bechor and not the Levim. But after the Egal Azav, it was switched. And now the Levim got to do the service of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the Beis HaMikdash. So because of that, the Levim obviously don't get any land, right? They live around and with the permission of Bnei Yisrael. And this idea of a partnership, which is the Levim can't work without Bnei Yisrael and Bnei Yisrael can't work without the Levim. And so even though we're speaking about the Levim and how much they're going to be doing for everyone, that people shouldn't think that Bnei Yisrael is the lower and the Levim are higher, and it's really a partnership that both need each other. And I think this idea is prevalent as we just ended Shavuos, the idea that we and HaKadosh Baruch Hu are entering into a relationship together. People say it's like the wedding, and we're receiving the Torah, and the Torah which is supposed to guide us in our entire life. And I think that idea of receiving the Torah and being in a partnership is something so powerful that we can learn from this parsha. And there's a great story that
give it to us.
Always you need a story out of Shabbos. So there's a story that a man, he goes through his entire life. He has good times and he has bad times. And he goes up to Shemayim and he says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, look, I see you. We were walking in the sand. There were 3 footsteps when we were in the sand. And then where'd you go? Where'd you go? When times got hard, there were only 2. It was only my 2 feet. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you don't understand it. When times got hard, it was me who put you on shoulders. And I'm always with you. It's not that I ever left you, but it got so hard that I lifted you up. And I think this idea of a partnership, of partnering together to succeed and to bring something, can also be important as we enter into the summer and we're doing internships and jobs. And if we hold each other accountable, and if we make partnerships with each other to make sure that we're going and working and learning and doing whatever we're going to do, that's the only way that we can succeed. The way that Bnei Yisrael and the Levim coexist and work in the Beis HaMikdash, the way that us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu coexist and get the Torah, the way that you and a chavrusa, you and a friend, whoever it is that's going to hold you accountable during the summer to learn, to daven, to do whatever you need to be doing. I think that's the idea that we can take from the parsha and hopefully through the summer to give us chizuk.